The figure shows a position time graph of a particle of mass 4 kg. What is the force on the particle for t less than 0, 0, 0 less than t less than 4 seconds and t greater than 4 seconds? Find the impulses imparted to the ball at t equals to 0 and at t equals to 4 seconds. Consider one-dimensional motion only. A position time graph is given and we are asked to find the force for the time t less than 0 and 0 less than t less than 4 seconds and t greater than 4 seconds. So now let us see how we are finding the force. So for t less than 0, here we can see the slope of xt graph is 0, that means velocity is 0. If the velocity is 0, then acceleration is 0. So force is also 0. Similarly for 0 to t less than 4 seconds. So for this case 0 to 4 seconds, you see the velocity is constant because slope is same everywhere. Okay, if slope is same everywhere and it is the straight line passing through the origin, then we know, we have seen it, velocity is constant and it has some value. Now if we want, we can calculate the value of velocity, that is dx by dt, that is we know the slope of the graph, that is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So y2 minus y1 is 3 minus 0 by x2 minus x1 is 4 minus 0. 3 minus 0 by 4 minus 0, that is 0.75 meter per second. Similarly for t greater than 4 seconds, see for t greater than 4 seconds, the graph is again a straight line and with 0 slope. So here also force will be 0. Let us see how we are finding impulse. They are asking us to find impulse at t equals to 0 second and at t equals to 4 second. So this is the graph. So listen, for finding the impulse at t equals to 0 second, this is the point 0 second. We know before t equals to, so you have to see what is the velocity before and after t equals to 0 seconds. Okay, so what is the velocity before t equals to 0? That is 0. So u is 0. What is the velocity after t equals to 0? This is the velocity. Okay, immediately the next point, the velocity is this one. So what is the velocity? We have already calculated, that is 0.75 meter per second. So we know impulse is change in momentum, mv minus mu, m into v minus u, m into m mass is 4 kilogram, velocity, final velocity is 0.75, initial velocity is 0. So that is 3 kilogram meter per second. Now for t equals to 4 seconds, to find the impulse at t equals to 4 seconds, just see before and after t equals to 4 seconds. So before t equals to 4 seconds, what is the velocity? This is the velocity. So what is the velocity? That is 0.75 meter per second. Okay, and after t equals to 4 seconds, we can see velocity is 0. So final velocity is 0. So what is the impulse? That is change in momentum, m into v final minus v initial. So mass 4 kilogram, v final is 0, v initial is, so here initial is 0.75 meter per second. So answer is minus 3 kilogram meter per second. So now let us see some solved questions, and please you try to solve these questions also. So the first question is, kinetic energy of a truck and car are the same. If the weight of the truck is 16 times the weight of the car, then ratio of momenta of truck and the car will be. So try to solve this question. Let us see the answer. We know momentum is equals to root over 2m into k, where k is kinetic energy, m is the mass. They are asking us the ratio of momentum of truck and car. So if P1 is the truck's momentum and P2 is the momentum of car, then root over m1 by m2, that is momentum of truck by momentum of car. And it is given momentum of truck is 60, so that is mass of the truck is, mass of the root over mass of the truck by mass of the car. So what is the mass of the truck? That is 16 into mass of the car, and mass of the car is just 1, because 16 m1 by m1 it will be. So m1 goes, so it is root over 16 by 1, that is equals to 4:1. So the option is D. So that is the correct answer. Now let us see question number 2. A body of mass 2 kg is moving on a smooth horizontal platform with initial velocity 3 meter per second. The force of gravity acting on the body is 20 Newton. The distance covered by the body in 2 seconds. So So this is the body of mass 2 kilogram and 3, it is moving with 3 meter per second, and they are asking how much distance will it cover in 2 seconds, and they are giving the force of gravity is 20 Newton. Yes, absolutely it is 20 Newton because 2 into 10 will be 20 and it is vertically downwards. And see, this is the direction of force. So this is the direction of velocity and this is the direction of motion. So there is no relation of the direction of force and velocity. It is, they are perpendicular, so this force will not have any effect on the horizontal motion. Okay, so this force will have only effect on this vertical motion and not on the horizontal motion. So in horizontal direction it is not accelerated, there is no acceleration in the horizontal direction. So the distance will be just equals to velocity into time. That is, what is the velocity? 3 meter per second. What is the time? They are asking 2 seconds, so into 2 into 3, that is 6 meters. So the correct option is B. Let us see the third question. A force of 50 Newton acts on a body for 10 seconds. What will be the change in the momentum of the body? So a 50 Newton force is acting on the body for 10 seconds. So they are asking the change in momentum of the body. So it is simple. We know force is equals to rate of change of momentum, that is dp by dt. So they are asking us change in momentum, that is dp is being asked. So dp is equals to f into dt. So what is the f? That is 50 Newton. What is the time asked for? 10. So it is 500 Newton seconds. So let us see fourth question. A car of mass 2000 kg is moving with a speed of 20 meter per second. To stop it, brakes are applied. If the retarding force is 2000 Newton, the time required to stop the car will be. So a car of mass 2000 kg is moving and it is moving with some velocity. And we are applying a force and we are stopping it. That is, the final velocity is becoming 0. And they are asking the time required to stop the car. Okay. So given the mass of the car is 2000 kg, initial velocity is 20 meter per second, final velocity is 0 and force is 2000 Newton. And what is the time they are asking? If you are having the value of force and mass, then you can definitely find the value of acceleration. So immediately go for finding acceleration. Acceleration is equals to force by mass. Why have I taken minus sign? Because it is retarding force, so I have taken minus. So minus force is 2000 Newton, mass is 2000 kilogram. So it is minus 1 meter per second square. So this is the acceleration and they are asking the time. So we have initial velocity, we have final velocity, we have time, and we have also acceleration. Sorry, we don't have time, we have to find it. So we have acceleration. So we can use this equation, v equals to u plus at, very well, because we have all the components. So final velocity is 0, initial velocity is 20 meter per second, acceleration is minus 1 and time is t. So t equals to 20 seconds. So the option is D. Let us see fifth question. The following particles are moving with same velocity. The particle with maximum momentum is. So we know momentum equals to mass into velocity. So here they have given velocity is constant. So momentum is directly proportional to mass. So we know mass of alpha particle is greater than mass of neutron, which is greater than mass of proton, which is greater than mass of electron. So definitely the mass of alpha particle is more. So it will have the maximum momentum. Let us see the sixth question. A body of mass 5 kg is hung on a spring balance mounted vertically in a lift. If the lift descends with an acceleration equal to acceleration due to gravity, the reading of spring balance will be. So the lift is coming down with an acceleration that is equals to acceleration due to gravity. So what will be the reading of spring balance? So if the lift is coming down, we know the reading will be m into g minus a, and here they have given acceleration is also equals to g. So m into g minus g, that will be 0. So there will be 0 reading. So the option is D. So let us see seventh question. A lift of mass 2000 kg is moving upward with an acceleration 3 meter per second square. If g equals to 10 meter per second square, then the tension of the string of the lift will be. So given mass is 200 kg, acceleration is 3 meter per second square upwards and g is 10 meter per second square. So they are asking us to find the tension. So if the lift is going up, we know tension or reading of spring balance or whatever. Here it is tension. So T equals to m into g plus a. So what is m? 200, g is 10, acceleration is 3. So 10 plus 3, 13, 13 into 2, 2600, 2600 Newton. So this will be the tension in the string.